Huh?
The place to study?
We are live, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, so once again we are here with one of our toppers. This is Dr. Risana Jasmin. She's All India rank 116. Again, our student. Heartiest congratulations, Risana, for great result. How are you feeling?
First of all, I thank God Almighty for giving this what I prayed for. I expected some good results, but not much is expected.
Not expecting this much?
No,
What
no.
feeling after the exam? So when you came out of the exam hall, how were you feeling? Were you
After giving exam, initially I felt it was an easy paper, but as it comes into the ends, I got some problem in time managing and all. So I thought totally lost.
okay? But all in all, you felt it was an easy paper.
Initially I thought that, but I thought part B was little bit difficult for me.
All right. So how was your journey? How was the preparation journey? How did you start? How did you go along?
About my journey, I was a mother of 2-year-old kid. So I started when he was 1 year old.
Preparation, right?
Huh?
Your child also had some, during the preparation.
He struggled a lot, so I dedicate all my this to him. And I started when he was 1 year old. I think there was so many struggles, ups and downs. I can constantly study this much hours, not that much. There was ups and downs, but I managed to study consistently. That I do. That's I think.
So you started when he was 1 year old, and now he's 2 year old. So for 1 year, you've been preparing very well.
This April 7th, he 2 years.
Okay. Okay. So with a child, you have been preparing. You can keep your phone with some support, dear. You can just leave your phone and support it so that you are hands free. Okay. All right. So, when did you actually, did you also prepare in your BDS time? Some preparation did you do?
No, that much. No.
So, what made you start preparing after marriage, after child? What made you start preparing after?
I completed my internship in 2021. So after that, I became pregnant, have child. So there is so many gap between. So I didn't give more time to go to clinics and all. So I felt that in this time I have to prepare for this.
So, what motivated you to study? I mean, it's very difficult to study with a child in a family.
My family also supporting me. My husband also said that instead of going to clinic, you have to study because already you have a child and you have to look after him. So along with that, you can do it also.
Very, you have a great support, and you're fortunate because not many girls in our country. Because of
Voices,
you are fasting today, right? Because of Ramzan. That motor smile is there on your face. So, as a student, were you benefited because of the coaching, because of the institute?
yeah, DBI MCA helped me a lot because I never refer any textbooks, anything other than DBI MCA. It was my entire guide, and I attended all the exams sincerely, and also that solutions of that exam at the day itself. So it helped me where I got mistakes, where I make mistakes, and at the day itself I study that topic. That I made consistently.
consistent in giving all the tests, and the same day you were going through the results, which is a very important.
I cannot say how many hours that I can, but I consistently do it. That I do.
Consistency was your most important. Did you also give the tests, all the subject tests and all the grand tests?
All the PCT subject-wise tests I have given it,
I
and
could,
I revised it also 2 times.
yeah. You're all one of the toppers of our grand tests, always in the top 10 of the grand tests also. So your school, you even wait how your school is getting better every time in the grand.
Initially, 4 to 5 grand tests, I never made a progress. So I'm so depressed. But after that, I think after GT6 or something, there was progress.
There was good progress. Okay. You didn't do whatever uh, uh, difficulties you had, you didn't lose hope and you kept going instead of depression.
I messaged ma'am also, so that I still remember ma'am's words that with a child, if you get a PG seat, that will be more sweet. I still remember that words, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, I can share your happiness, Risana, being a mother of 2 children. Can totally relate to you, right? Like if since all your juniors are also listening to you, um, did the notes help you with your preparation? Did you go through the DBMCI notes also?
Yeah, I said that I never referred any textbook, any other books. I attended all the sessions, and at that time also I made my handwritten notes. That I revised at least 3 times. Uh,
Okay.
every exam, before every exam.
So your
And I tried to revise it before 1 or 2, 3 GTs also.
okay. So your own notes you prepared and you prepared them very well. You could revise for the exam. That's great. Which subjects you felt were they took of your time you found difficult? Which subjects did you find difficult?
I never give that priority to any one subject. I studied all the subjects as it.
Really? Okay. You found all of them and of them the same.
Pharmacology is little difficult for me, but that after Saurabh Bhattia's class, it changed a lot.
Is
Um,
beautiful.
During various days, pharmacology is something I can't understand.
Okay. So after Dr. Saurabh Bhatia's class, you were very through with your pharmacology.
Yeah.
Which other faculties were your favorite? So since you were a very, very regular student, uh, was other
All faculties are special, fantastic, their classes. But, ma'am, you are my favorite because after every sessions here, classes, morning motivation session, everything helped me a lot. I give a INI exam last July, and also this NEET. But all that exams in OMFs, what exam, all are here. What you teach, all that come. Okay. I'm very confident in that subject.
I'm very happy. I think this is also because you were a very, very regular student.
Mm.
For everybody, I mean, Risana was one person who was there every single morning.
Uh,
Every single morning, she used to attend the morning motivations. I don't think she missed a single day, in spite of having a family, in spite of having a child. That is the dedication to see in toppers like Risana.
yeah, because in every day I have so much stress because he is crying. I plan for once to study something, but he changed all my plans. So I am depressed. So in every morning, your motivation make me to move on. That's helping a lot.
It's very good to know, Risana, because some what you have achieved, it's not everybody's cup of tea. The priorities change so much after family, and what you've done, what you've achieved is, I mean, hats off to your preparation, hats off to your dedication. Uh, it's not something very commonly. I mean, probably the same for a lot of students, but not every student, takes. Very happy, very, very happy with the way you come through. In spite, I remember one day when Risana was, I called her for congratulating her for a GCLT result, and she said, "Ma'am, I'm in the hospital. My son he had some injury. He was dehydrated, I think. He had
Uh,
dehydrated and he was at hospital because
I remember.
in spite of all these struggles, in spite of all these, roadblocks, Risana, tell us, how did you manage handling the stress? How did you manage stress?
Managed. I am not much a stressed person. I think whatever life goes, that happens. I said, ma'am, your motivation helped me a lot. That's every morning. That's why I say more than topics and all that theory parts you have taken. I need that motivation for going.
So happy to know that, Risana. As student, okay, keeping the family, keeping the child apart, which is one of the most difficult things. What do you think, if for any student, what is the biggest challenge to his preparation? What is the biggest problem that you faced, and how did you overcome that?
Uh, According to me, the problem was my family. That but others, I think stress maybe.
So also cook. I mean, you cook for your family and everything.
We are living alone in Noida. I am from Kerala, but now living in Noida with my husband.
Okay. I mean, this is really
At that, my last 1 month, my husband helped me a lot. He has struggled so much.
big congratulations to your husband also, Risana. Now what to look forward to? What next?
But next, I like to take PG in GDC Calicut Endo, but I don't know about that seat or no.
So, and endo is your passion. Endo is what you the most beautiful branch. If you have to ever start your own practice, endo is the most one of the most fruitful branches to start any dental practice in future. So I mean, there are very few that I'm in lot of words, but your dedication and your consistency in studies has really made me proud of you as a teacher.
Thank you.
Uh, One last thing, if I would ask you, what would be your advice to your juniors? I mean, what would you like to tell your juniors who are preparing for the second time, who have taken a drop 1 year or 2 year, or even the third year, and you're the first? So, what message would you like to give to juniors?
I realized that be consistent in your studies. That I realized. Whatever the situation was, because our exam was postponed, there was a lot of discussion when July, June, when will the exam done, that also. So, but I made my studies consistently all that times. I never get bored or.
Don't get bored, is what Dr. Risana is telling all of you. Be consistent in your studies. And any messages for the teachers here in DBMCI? I mean, I'm sure they're all going to listen to the interview, but anything you want to tell specifically apart from me to some faculties?
Every faculty is fantastic. All the notes given helped me so much because there's no need for any reference other than this. I felt that like thank you all the DBMC faculties for making me happen.
All right. Thank you so much, Risana.
Thank
And
you.
very best for your future. We'll soon meet.
Thank you, ma'am.
We get to meet your children and husband also.
Thank you.
Best, dear. All the best.
Thank you.